Hey, welcome back. I just finished the video and got it uploaded. I met my viewing goal. I told everybody, hey, I'm just doing these. I didn't expect it, but I go if I get at least 10 views by the end of the day when I upload one of these videos, I'll do like a splash screen. So here we are. We have that right now, and so I don't expect it, but I was surprised. So the next goal, hopefully I won't have to make one of these for a while. The next goal is 25 subscribers, and then after that I'm going to do a like goal. And as soon as I get a video a certain amount of likes, and 'cause I get the viewers, but nobody leaves any comments, nobody leaves any likes, and so that's what we're going. Today's topic we'll be talking about the student loan debt. And I think this is going to be a multi-part one, like the one I did the other day. And because I want to keep these small. And so if you have any questions, if there's a topic you would like me to give my unqualified opinion on, please go ahead and leave it. And if it's something I'm interested in, especially if it's something I think I can learn about or I know about, I'll be happy to talk. I'm not going to come on here and do what so many on the right do, where I talk about stuff that I don't understand. And if I stick to opinions and stuff like that, that's fine. But I don't want to come out here and just spew stupid stuff. And for any right wingers, along I don't really value your opinion. So but you can leave your comments and questions. Uh, and then so that'll be the subject for today's discussion. And hopefully I'll keep it to like 3 videos. And I want to thank everybody for. I seriously do. I want to thank everybody for reaching that goal. It wasn't a very big goal, but it meant a lot to me. And if I do make this next goal, I will be very, very happy. I don't expect it. I figure this will be my splash screen for a while, but that's okay. And but just want to thank everybody. That meant a lot. And while you're at it, it will not cost you a thing. But if you subscribe to the page, if you hit that like button, if you share it with other people, it really helps out a lot. And it's literally not that much of an inconvenience for you. So let's get going. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about here is we're going to run this video a little bit, and I'm sorry, I more or less watch MSNBC. That's been a thing for a while. I occasionally watch CNN, but if the stuff going around on the internet is true about some MAGA guy now running CNN, yeah, CNN probably will not be featured very much. Uh, I don't like misinformation. I don't like being lied to. And if you've got some MAGA QAnon turd running that, it's just not going to work for me. But this is a video, and some of this I haven't watched. So this will be kind of a blind reaction. I yesterday was a busy day, got health issues, and I fell asleep fairly early. Did not get to watch that much of the news. Have not watched too much on YouTube yet, so I'm kind of going blind here. But let's go ahead and watch the video and then make a little comment on it.
Pell Grant recipients will get $20,000 in loan forgiveness.
Today's announcement on student debt cancellation was welcome news to a great many borrowers, and not just graduates. As NBC News reports, the debt forgiveness applies to undergraduate, graduate, and Parent Plus loans. With us tonight, California Congressman Ro Khanna. He personally took out more than $100,000 in student loans, faced the same struggles to make those monthly payments. Congressman, you carried student self. How big is this for borrowers?
It's a big, significant step. It's long overdue. I took out over $100,000 of loans. There was a year I couldn't pay it back. I had to take forbearance. Now, I was fortunate. I was able to pay my student loans back. But you know what? I don't have any resentment that other people, other Americans shouldn't have to go through the same hardships that I did. I mean, it's crazy in this country.
Okay, I just want to take a minute. I don't want to go in too much to his personal story because I don't think it helps. But I just want to say I really like that attitude. I don't really know Ro Khanna. I think he's done some things that are foolish or misguided. Part of the bad side of being woke. I literally on a lot of issues, when I hear him talking, I just think back to Dennis Kucinich, who I think was the Democrats' version of Ron Paul, a guy that was really, really rock solid on one or two issues and just completely batshit insane on the rest of them. And that's kind of how I view a lot of these people on the far, far left. Uh, they have great ideas. This is the thing I want to discuss here. When you got the people on the right anymore, you used to be able to say far right, but they're the people on the right. And I've got a video on that where, I'm basically explaining that, I personally believe that if, Osama bin Laden was still alive and he was willing to hold up a Bible upside down in front of a church, and, I think a lot of the people in the Republican Party would vote for him. I seriously do. The Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bomber, I think a lot of people in the Republican Party would vote for him. There is just and I've got, basically you can look at the videos I did on is the GOP a cult, but I do admire anybody like him. It's like, yeah, I paid my debts, I paid my student loans, and I'm glad to see somebody else getting some help. I admire that. But I really want to talk about the facts and issues of the case, not personal stories for this. Okay, now we get to a part where, and I only had to skip a few seconds, but this is kind of what I wanted to talk about.
This country, no other Western democracy makes young people take out $30, $40, $50,000 of debt to finish their education. I'm glad the president did this.
Now I'm going to go into it a little bit more, but what he's talking about here is the education gap. If we want our country to succeed going forward, we cannot have an education gap. We cannot have a gap in the potential to discover the future, and that's what he's talking about. He didn't go in. I mean, he's got a good bumper sticker. I'm going to try and give you the more than the bumper sticker answer. But the future of this country, whether it is engineering projects, computer, technology breakthrough, medical breakthroughs, it's going to be created by people with an education. That does not include me. But that's where the future of our country lies. And what he's talking about is all these other countries do not fucking hamstring their students, their children, for the future. But because we have a, one party for sure, and, a certain other party that seems to be indebted to the rich and wealthy, the vulture capitalists and the others, we constantly have that. We also have it with the healthcare. No other country burdens companies with having to pay for healthcare. These industrialized countries, England, France, Canada, Germany, all of these countries, they provide, you want to call it socialism? I don't give a fuck if you call it socialism or not, but they do not force their companies to be weighed down with that crushing debt of healthcare. We do. And it is basically an unspoken tax on companies that want to succeed in our country. And we should really put those companies on a level footing with their competitors over in Germany, over in Japan, over in China, in Canada, and so on. And it's the same way with our students. We shouldn't be putting them, basically, at a disadvantage to other ones, because we've got people out there who do not go to school because they can't afford it. They don't want to take out the loan. Well, how do we know that that is not the person that's going to cure the next, going to make the next breakthrough in cancer? How do we know that that is not going to be the next guy to develop, the next revolutionary step, maybe quantum computing? We could be harming our future by not doing this. And this is something that is not talked about enough. It just absolutely is not talked about enough.
$10,000 or $20,000, depending on if you have Pell Grants, but it also extends the payback pause through the end of the year. It caps monthly payments at 5% of income. Some of that fine print, how important is that?
Well, it's very important, especially right now where you have rents having increased, where you have gas prices up. food prices up. Young people, people who are trying to make ends meet, they as it is are struggling. And so to ask them to be paying back their student loans right now with a difficult economy is just wrong. And I'm glad that the president is extending that time so that they can make their living expenses and not.
And I am not an economist. I am not a lawyer. I am not even a journalist. I am trying to play one on YouTube though. But I just want to say, and this is going to be pretty much the end of the video. I will be starting part 2 in just a few minutes. But this here's another one where it, maybe I just don't see how this is not an economic boom. I just do not understand. You've got people out there that are under crushing debt. Some of them, this will pay off most, if not all, of their student loan. Other ones, it will definitely give them a little leg up on it. And everything he just said, as far as I can tell, is true. I don't understand how it isn't an economic boon. Usually when debt is paid off, it is good because those people now, instead of having to pay banks fucking debt interest, they can actually spend it, which puts money into the economy. I don't understand how this is not considered a good thing for the economy, but at least for those people, and it's been pointed out by President Biden and others, these people are getting out from under this debt. They might be able to get qualified for a car loan. They might be able to get qualified for a home loan. And again, that injects money into the economy. I don't now, if people start spending more, I don't know, it might have a drag on inflation. I don't know. But I do not understand how this is not a net positive for the country overall. I just don't get that. Join me again, probably tomorrow on part 2. Peace out, and everybody have a great day.